Modern radar controls the sky. If it sees you, you're already dead. But what if a jet didn't hide from radar? What if it simply outran it? Today, you're going to learn about the fastest, most impossible anti-radar trick ever built into a modern aircraft. This is the story of a machine designed not to be invisible, but to be untouchable. Most people think radar instantly tells operators exactly where a jet is. That's not quite right. Radar actually sees the past, not the present. Here's how it works. A powerful pulse of energy leaves the radar antenna. It travels at nearly the speed of light. It bounces off the jet, and then that faint echo travels all the way back. The problem, while all that is happening, a fast jet isn't just sitting still. This entire process, from send to receive, creates a tiny delay measured in milliseconds. For the radar operator, this delay creates a ghost position. It tells them where the jet was a moment ago, not where it is right now. Now, for most aircraft, this tiny lag doesn't matter. They're too slow and predictable. Advanced computers use algorithms to easily calculate where the plane will be next. But a very special handful of jets fly so fast and maneuver so violently that they completely break those prediction algorithms. They turn that tiny delay into a massive tactical advantage. This isn't a new idea. They're a special class of planes in aviation history that didn't rely on stealth coatings, jamming pods, or complex deception. They beat radar the old-fashioned way by moving so fast that the radar system simply couldn't keep up. The most extreme and legendary example, the SR-71 Blackbird. This jet changed everything. It was a platform so fast that astonished Soviet radar operators gave it a nickname, the Ghost Bird. The Blackbird's raw speed broke every rule radar engineers relied on. Its acceleration was so immense, it was unpredictable. Its altitude shifts were nearly instantaneous. It flew so high and so fast that it forced enemy radar crews to do something you never want to do in a real conflict. They had to guess where it was going next. And war doesn't reward guessing. The SR-71 proved that you don't always have to be invisible if you can be impossibly fast. So how does this actually work? What's the science of outrunning detection? The secret lies in a system called track while scan. This is the formula modern radar uses to predict a target's future position. It takes a snapshot of the aircraft's location, speed, and heading, and then calculates where it will be in the next few seconds. But this system has critical limits. If an aircraft moves too fast, flies at too high an altitude, accelerates with too much instantaneous force, and changes direction faster than the computer can recalculate, the whole system collapses. The radar loses the target. Not because the jet is invisible at still reflecting radar waves, but because the tracking computer cannot compute fast enough to keep up. This is a concept known as kinematic stealth, created purely by extreme motion. It's a physical phenomenon, not an electronic one. This is also why modern missiles can fail against these hyperfast aircraft. A missile doesn't just chase an aircraft, it chases a prediction. If a missile's guidance system sees you at point A, it calculates where you'll be at point B and flies there to intercept you. But what happens when an aircraft's speed is so extreme that by the time the missile gets to point B, the aircraft is nowhere near it? The missile's computer realizes its mistake and has to make a correction. It turns hard, trying to get back on track. Then it has to turn again and again. Each turn bleeds precious speed and energy. Eventually, the missile runs out of fuel and just dies in the sky, falling harmlessly to the ground. This is why aircraft, like the SR-71, have a shockingly low missile kill probability, even without a single ounce of modern stealth coating. To achieve this, pilots of these elite aircraft use specific maneuvers designed to break radar lock. One is called a velocity jump. This is a rapid, sudden acceleration that is so extreme, the radar's tracking software can't update its velocity calculation in time. To the system, it looks like the plane's speed just jumped impossibly. Another is the angular skip. This is an instant, violent change in altitude that happens faster than the radar's update window. The radar looks for the target where it expects it to be, but it's gone its thousands of feet higher or lower in a fraction of a second. And finally, there's a technique called phantom drift. This is where a pilot deliberately manipulates that ghost position we talked about earlier, using speed and direction changes to create false tracks, duplicate targets, or complete radar dropouts. To the operators on the ground, it looks like the plane simply teleported across the sky. So, what does this all mean for the future of air warfare? It means that future jets aren't just being built to be invisible, they're being built to be mathematically impossible to track. Of course, AI-powered radar systems will help close this gap, but AI-powered jets will help even more. Imagine aircraft that can think, maneuver, and accelerate faster than any human pilot could ever handle. These machines will create entirely new levels of kinematic stealth, potentially making even the most advanced radar almost useless. In the future, speed, maneuverability, and AI guidance will matter just as much, if not more, than stealth coatings. The dominance of radar built the modern battlefield. For decades, seeing your enemy first meant victory. But the next generation of fighters isn't just hiding from detection, they're outrunning it. Because the deadliest aircraft in the sky isn't the one you can't see, it's the one you can't catch. Thanks for watching.